So I'm over here on the Valrune Snake Worshipper cult world. Started the Shattered Space stuff. It's pretty nice artwork. I like the planet and the atmosphere. I mean the art and the scenery looks pretty nice. And the reason that I did it anyway was because I wanted to grab assets. I wanted to be able to go through the facilities and see where there was stuff that I wanted to get a copy of so that I could put it in my ship, use it for decorating habs. They don't really have that much stuff. I mean, it looks like they do. They have walls and floors and all kinds of really nice appearances, but a lot of that's done through keyword stuff that is locked to the location, and if you move the stuff, it doesn't really match. But this is what I've got so far. This is what I've done with my Captain Suite, and the table there is not permanent, but it's going to be. I've decided I'm going to go with that. I might put a picture on this wall. I might leave it blank. I'm kind of on the fence with it. I'd like to put the bed there permanently, but if I'm going to do that in the wardrobe, I'm going to have to figure out how to do wall swap, which, it can be done. I don't know that the bed and the wardrobe can be included in the wall swap, but it seems like they should be able to because they've got ranges, ovens that go into some of the walls. So I just don't know if you can wall swap or not. But anyway, I basically wanted to go in and see if I could find some more stuff. I'm going to have to put something above those pictures. I haven't found out what I'm going to do yet. I think doing a lot of making mounted weapons because they fit spots like that real well. But I've got a lot of them in here already, so I'm thinking maybe if I can get a planter or I can get a light bar or something that covers that. It looks like I need to push that picture in for the Razorback too. But this is kind of what I need to do is I need to get in my ships and play in them so that I can, walk around in them and see what needs to be touched and what's good and what's not. And, spend some time enjoying them. And I really like this ship. And I like the way that this has turned out too. But there's just not that many of the Shattered Space assets to be able to grab that I've been able to find. I've gotten a lot of the stuff, and a lot of the stuff is really the same stuff as the other content. It's just got a nice paint job on it that if you take it out of the location, it's not going to stay. So I kind of like doing the Shattered Space content a little bit, but I kind of have to do it slowly. I've already done it once, and I thought it was a decent story, but I just don't have the affinity for doing the whole snake cult, I'm a joiner kind of mission thing, and that's kind of the direction I feel like it goes. And I think there's a whole lot of missions that are there that I haven't done, and there's stuff that I haven't missed, that I missed that I haven't done. But so I might do a little bit at a time, see if I can find location where some assets are. But some of the places that I found for the decor, I haven't figured out how to access them in the creation kit yet. I think these planets in the sky are beautiful, though. I really like the way that the artistic creativity. But I'm leaving the area. I'm going to go over to Masada and go ship farming and spend some time building some ships and playing with my newly created habs. So I can get an idea of what's broken, what still needs work, what is working, kind of move forward with all of that. I think I've got everything working now, but in order to be sure, I need to play with the ships and, get inside the ships and walk around and build some other ships and see.
Hey, contact Charlie 3. That's you, Charlie 3. Hi. I got some information for you. Please acknowledge.
So basically, as soon as they get over to Masada, ships just start dropping out of the sky. I pick up 3 ships real fast, so I've got 3 ships now to build. I kind of go through it. I'll speed it all up because, I mean, I like to go on the ships, and it's fun crawling through them. But watching myself sneaking around real slow, I've got to speed it up because I know what the end result is. And I want to get back to building my ship, so. But I like the, look at there, Claymore 3 coming right out of the sky. See the red and white turret guns and the missile rack. You know that's a Claymore 3 right there. But they just do a touch and go and drop some guys off, so I go over there and go loot the guys. See if they drop. They never drop anything good anymore. When I first started playing, you would get some. At least you'd get some legendaries more frequently, even though the legendaries were total crap. Sniper rifle. It was a 1-inch punch shotgun, short range. An EM weapon that was plus the damage, and EM doesn't do damage. But I found something here with these Novablast disruptors because there is a code that you can put in that actually increases their damage range. And it makes a lot of difference. Those things suddenly become useful. Especially if you do those Teo Rugen Industry espionage missions where you can't you have to subdue your target and get away. You get in a lot of trouble if you make bodies. This code specifically, I think, increases the effectiveness of something that's got an amplifier, and it makes this one come up to a EM value that actually makes that weapon effective. So, the base model has got like a 5-round magazine. It's a real slow cycle rate, and it doesn't do much damage, so it's a total crap weapon. But if you mod it so that it's got the high capacity magazine, the upgrade that gives you a magazine, and you got the legendary stat that gives you more magazine, and then you do that code that modifies the amplifier. So no sooner than I come back with that last ship as I land, another Claymore drop, another Claymore 3. Lucky day. And I'm sitting at a location that I'm just a few meters, and those are, as wanted, those are bounty hunters. So I know that's not going to touch and go, it's going to stay. And just do my get spaceship on it and grab that one. That'll be another one that I can make into a ship. Try out some of my new habs. But it's I'm at a location where there's that ship shop, and that ship shop always has a ghost. I think it's usually a Ghost 4 that lands there, which it doesn't matter which version Ghost it is. I'm going to change the engines anyway. It's just a ship ID. I speed all this up. Get through it. Basically, I just thought it was interesting that I got these ships real quick in a row, back to back. It's not usual that you land and 3 times in a row when you land, touchdown looking for a ship, Claymore 3 lands each time. And the first time it was a touch and go. The second time it stayed, and it was a bounty hunter. And if you watch, just as soon as I take off in this ship, you'll see another Claymore 3 land right behind the mountains. I put it into a slow-mo so that you can catch it. But watch as I take off. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to get that one. And then I'm going to go over there to that ship shop and get the Ghost. Yeah, I had to resummon my ship to get my buggy so I wouldn't have to run over there. These buggies move so slow in this environment. You try to get it in the air so you can go over all this stuff, and it's so slow. It's frustrating. You got to keep it on the ground to be able to get anywhere, but you can't keep it on the ground because there's too many obstacles, and it doesn't steer. I really like that hard target. That's been my favorite rifle ever since I got my first one. I used to carry a Beowulf because it was accurate and it worked well, it functioned well, it was effective. And then I've got a hard target drop, and I'm like, oh man, I'm in love now. I've carried a hard target on my character ever since. That's just my play style. I really like the looter shooter aspect of this game. I think they did a really good job with the weapon appearances and the way the weapons work. Well, after modding it where the weapons actually do damage. You know, they force gamify it so that the you know, they've got to slow you down, so they want you to have to change your 50-round magazine 3 times to get something down to 75% health. I fixed my copy. I wasn't having that. I'm a firearms guy, and so to me, the firearms, that's just cringe to me for them to do that. If one shot's not effective, you've got the wrong weapon. never wanted to be a fair, even match for the other guy. Yeah, I don't even pick up the contraband anymore. The only reason I put shielded cargo on is because of its appearance and the way that usually it'll create a taper so you get better edges. But the contraband gameplay is totally not worthwhile. They just it doesn't make any money. It's a hassle. Uh, they didn't do it right at all. I would totally revamp that, but I don't fantasize about piracy or contraband either. So that's not something I focus on. Yeah, Ghost 4. The Ghost 4's got 3 engines. A 3-engine stack. I don't think I saw my first one until my character was over a level 100. I think I was, like closer to like a level 150 before I ever saw my first Ghost 4. I didn't even know they existed until then. So yeah, I went through the Shattered Space stuff looking to see what loot they had, and I looked it up, and basically what they've got is they've got armor sets, and they've got some weapons, but the weapons didn't impress me. There wasn't anything new about the weapons that I thought was over. Their armor, that Valrune armor though, they did some nice job on some of that. But I like the Onyxia armor and the War Dog armor much better. So, build a ship now.